a Sports Beat presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Brought to you by Mountain Star Healthcare. Mountain Star Healthcare has 8 hospitals along the Wasatch Front, from Logan to Payson to Syracuse. Together, we're greater.
And hi there, everybody. Welcome to Game Night Live. Glad to have you aboard. Final week of the regular season for high school football. And Jeremiah, it's not every Friday night that the #1 ranked high school football team in the country rolls into Utah, but it happened last night.
Yeah, rare opportunity. The East Leopards hosting IMG Academy out of Bradenton, Florida, ranked #1 in the country by Max Preps, #2 in the country by USA Today.
East down 7-0 in the first quarter, but then the Leopards would get on the board. Charlie Vincent taking it across. Now to the second quarter, East will take the lead. Sione Malisi, he'll bust in for the touchdown. Leopards led 19-15 when IMG would absolutely get rolling. They would put up 28 straight points. Zach Annexted to Brian Hightower. Later, Annexted to Jermaine Burton. IMG goes on to beat East 43-19. Now the Leopards get back to Utah. Open up the playoffs on Friday against Northridge. Well, the Region 6 title was on the line on Wednesday night. Lehigh trying to win a region championship for the first time in 13 years.
It's been a while. The Pioneers' win over Skyline would give them the trophy, but an Eagles win would put Region 6 into a 3-way tie for the top spot. Highland would also be involved in that as well. Skyline being upset with a great start. Tommy McGrath's had a great season at quarterback. He hits Taylor Larson, 7-0 Eagles. Took the Pioneers a little bit to start going, but once they did, the yards started coming. Cameron Cooper to Cade Moore, 14-7 Lehigh, then just before the half. Cooper going deep to Jackson Moody. 74 yards. Cameron Cooper threw his 100th career touchdown pass and moved past 10,000 career passing yards in the win. For a Region 10 championship, Orem and Spanish Fork down 7-0 Spanish Forks. Carson Chapel to Wee Stanton. 19 yards. Extra point was missed at 7-6, but Orem strikes back quickly. Cooper Laga, the short toss to Puka Nakua. Every team in the college football team in the state wants this kid. 62 yards. Tigers up 21-6 at the half. Third quarter, the defense takes control. Rylan Suafila picks off Chapel, and he's got himself a 55-yard pick six. Orem is region champs in Region 10. They win 35-20. On Wednesday night, our Game Night Live crew was at Corner Canyon High School.
Chargers trying to cap off an undefeated regular season against Jordan, and you got to watch it live on our KSL TV app.
Welcome to Corner Canyon High School, the final regular season game of the season. 3rd and 21 for Zach Wilson. Here comes the pressure. He unloads. He's got Lawson with a couple of steps. He makes the catch, and this is going to be a touchdown. Corner Canyon, 70 yards. Zach Wilson to Colton Lawson.
Me and Zach both thought he overthrew me, but I tracked it down and got it, so.
We were just too fast.
I guess so.
25 seconds left. 4th down and goal for Jordan at the 3-yard line. Wakely trying to even things up here before halftime. Here comes the pressure. Wakely's going down at the 10-yard line. Great defensive play there by Fillinger and also Blake Emery. So we have come to the end of the first half, and that shootout we expected, not happening. Corner Canyon leading Jordan 7-0.
Oh, gonna score.
That's a touchdown, Corner Canyon. Ty Gonzalez, 10 yards, and now Corner Canyon up 13-0. 4th down and 27 for Zach Wilson, going back across the middle. It's caught inside the 5. They needed 27, and they got 32. Caden Johnson out of the Wildcat on 2nd and goal from the 3, and Caden Johnson has a touchdown, and Corner Canyon now up 3 touchdowns. It is 2nd down and 12 for Zach Wilson, the Boise State commit. Here comes the pressure. He's going to the end zone. It is a touchdown. Colton Lawson, 26 yards, and that's the 2nd time they've hooked up tonight.
That spy's right there. Oh.
Wakely to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, 12 yards. Noah Jennings. 1st and goal at the 2 for the Beat Diggers. They're trying to make this a little more respectable. It's Wakely, touchdown, Crew Wakely. So that will do it. Corner Canyon wins the Region 7 title outright, beating Jordan 31-14 to remain perfect in the regular season.
You capped off an undefeated regular season and a Region 7 title outright.
Yeah, so I mean, I knew we were capable of it. I mean, we got a lockdown defense. I think that kind of what separates us from a lot of teams this year. You see the really high-scoring teams who put up a lot of points but don't play defense. So, I mean, that separates us. We got a good offense that can move the ball, and then we just don't let anybody score.
All right, staying in Region 7, Brighton needs a win to make the playoffs, facing Alta. Brighton keeping pace with Alta in the first half by forcing turnovers. Brooks Johnson picks off Will Dana. And a great return sets up a touchdown. Brighton quarterback Alexander Zettler. 20 yards into the end zone. Brighton now down just 21-17. But the connection between Dana and wide receiver Donovan Spillers was just too much for the Brighton defense. Dana and Spillers connected for 4 touchdowns. And Alta's playoff bound. They get the 3 seed out of Region 7 and travel to Roy Friday.
Timpview trying to clinch the 2 seed out of Region 7. Hosting Cottonwood. Defense getting it done early. Bo Tuua picks the loose ball, and he's got in for a touchdown. Been a rough season for Cottonwood, but Dwayne Orell will have this moment for the rest of his life.
Breaks it loose. Left side, number 15.
He's still running.
He is. That's a 95-yard kickoff return for the touchdown, but Timpview would roll. The toss to Amoni Tua. Nice blocking in front of him, and he's in for the touchdown. Timpview, second seed in Region 7. They'll host Woods Cross Friday at 4 o'clock.
Let's hand out more hardware. Region 8, Springdale would clinch the region title with a win at home against Provo. The cross-country boys team did that earlier in the week. The Red Devils get up big early. Ty Erickson airs one out to Ben Schreiner. He gets the grab and the score. Red Devils in the red zone. Cole Bowers up the gut, and defenders just bounce off him as he rumbles in. Let's watch more from Bowers. Hits the hole, it's a stiff arm, and he's gone. You're not going to tackle him. Schreiner, Bowles, and Erickson with 2 touchdowns each. Springdale will host Olympus Friday in the first round of state.
Sky Ridge and Wasatch battling out for the 2nd seed out of Region 8, first quarter. Sky Ridge driving. Jack Miskin finds Jarius Tua. 50-yard catch and run. Sky Ridge taking the early 7-0 lead. Second quarter, Wasatch would answer. Brock Cloward finds Caden Baxter in the end zone. Wasatch trailed 14-7 at the half. Second half, all Falcons. Miskin to Braden Stambaugh this time. Sky Ridge shutting out Wasatch in the second half to go on to win it 31-7.
Now to 4A Region 9. 4 teams tied in Region 9 for second in the final week. Desert Hills and Snow Canyon were 2 of them. Second quarter, Thunder blocks Snow Canyon's field goal attempt. Peyton Pace will pick it up. He's going to go 80 yards. Thunder up 7-0. Still in the second. Snow Canyon driving. Austin Staley. Andrew Day. Ties it at 7 at the half. Let's go to the second half. Noah Sewell, quarterback for the Thunder. 21-7. Now in the fourth quarter, Snow Canyon rallies. Adafihi, right, 9-yard touchdown. Cuts the lead to 7. Then it's Staley to Day again. Makes a man miss. We have a tie ball game with 5 minutes left. Next drive for Desert Hills, Brock Perry. He had 188 yards rushing, 53 of them right here. The go-ahead touchdown, and the Thunder win 28-21. They're in the playoffs. Snow Canyon, after a great season, is out.
Yeah, Dixie already wrapped up the Region 9 title. Cedar trying to make the playoffs and kick Snow Canyon out. Dixie Jacob Barbin to Peyton Hara. And 80 yards later, he's into the end zone. Barbin having no problem finding his guys. This time it's Nate Mahe. 18 yards is 14-0. Cedar would find the end zone later in the first half. Marcus Johnson, the pick 6. However, Dixie would win this thing, so Cedar is the 4th seed out of Region 9.
Bonneville at Box Elder in a non-region matchup. Second quarter, Bees start rolling. Jeremy Kolakini to the end zone. Connor Stevenson with a great grab for the score. Later in the second, Hiram Blanchard finds a hole, and he's gone. A 69-yard touchdown. Box Elder rolls in their final game of the season, 38-17.
All right, the 3A playoffs getting underway this week. Manti making the trip to Judge Memorial.
And Manti's Caden Fowles here early. He's going to get the carry. And he punches it in from 3 yards out to give the Templars a 7-0 lead. Then Judges Parker Edgington with 2 straight touchdowns. This one 14 yards. Bulldogs take a 14-7 lead, but after that it was all Manti. The Templars with 23 straight points. Jace Miller with a 9-yarder. Manti with a 30-14 win. They'll face top seed Summit Academy a week from tomorrow. Juan Diego, Union, and Richfield also advance from the first round in 3A.
All right, well, high school football just getting started with its postseason. Girls soccer wrapping up this past weekend.
Yeah, 2 state championship matches on Friday, and we'll begin with the 6A title, American Fork and Syracuse.
First half we go. Syracuse finding the net first. Caroline Stringfellow off the corner, the header. It's 1-0. But the second half belonged to American Fork. Josie Shepard finds the left side of the net to tie it at 1. Then her sister Jamie finds the other side of the net to give American Fork the 2-1 lead. And then to finish things off, it's Addison Homestead, the Kappa. American Fork winning its first ever girls state soccer title 3-1 over Syracuse.
The school, as you can tell, they're so faithful and they deserve it. These kids deserve it. This school deserves it. I deserve it.
Just knowing that we're state champs and waiting for that time to finally end and celebrating with a team that I love and have just had such a great season with is awesome.
Championship, Maple Mountain and Timpanogos early in the first half. That ball is going in. But the Golden Eagles defense makes the sliding save. Second half, Maple Mountain takes the lead. Anna Pickering beats the keeper. 1-0 Golden Eagles. But just a few minutes later, Timpanogos ties it up. Tess Donaldson with the screamer. The equalizer. Now end of overtime. Free kick. Eagles. The ball's going in. Mia Barlow with a spectacular save. So we go to a shootout. I love these. After a Timberwolves save, Maple Mountain's Kayla Thompson answers. We're going to go to a 6th PK. Timberwolves need this to keep the shootout going, but they miss. Maple Mountain wins the girls' state soccer title in 5A, the first in school history.
We believed in us. We worked every single game, every single practice, and we did it. I knew we would win if we worked hard for it.
I'm pretty confident. I feel like they're stressful, yes, but I feel like I'm pretty confident on those.
We've had a ton of overtimes. We've ended it like 5 or 6 times this season. So we're kind of used to it, but you just have to remain calm and know that we have the talent to do it.
All right, 3 state championship matches today in Rio Tinto. In the 4A title game, Skyview and Bonneville, 36 minutes. Skyview with a free kick. Bonneville's goalie can't handle it, and Samantha Tippett is there for the putback. Bobcats up 1-0 at the half. 78th minute, still 1-0. Skyview on the attack again. Sydney Barlow, and that will seal the deal. Skyview with its first ever girls state soccer title, 2-0 over Bonneville.
Chills. It was chilling. I can't believe this moment came. It came, and it's the best feeling we could ever have.
It is so amazing. It's the greatest feeling ever.
Let's keep the fun going. 3A championship. Morgan and Judge. Morgan got things going in a hurry. Logan Duran picks her way through the defenders for the goal in the 7th minute. Morgan up 2-0. Later in the half, Judge answers. Sophia Ewing heads in the corner off the kick. Morgan led 2-1 at the half. Second half, all Trojans. Duran, her second goal of the game. She would add another in the 74th minute for the hat trick. And Morgan wins the 3A title, 4-1.
So hard for this, and I'm tearing up right now. I hasn't fully registered yet. I'm still shaking crazy. They're my family. I love them each so much. They all they touch my heart. They just, I can't even, they're my everything.
And to wrap things up, the 2A championship, Rollin Hall and Waterford rematch of last year's title game where Waterford beat Rollin Hall. 11th minute, Jordan Crockett slips that one into the net. Rollin Hall led 1-0 at the half. Second half, more Winged Lions. Giselle Bodine, right place, right time for the putback. 1/2 in this game. And then less than 2 minutes later, Crockett finds the back of the net again. 5 second half goals for Rollin Hall. They go undefeated and win the 2A title 6-3.
It's amazing. I love to do it with all of these girls. We've all worked our butts off, and we're super proud that we got to play Waterford in the final. They're amazing competition. They really made us work this year, and we're just super thankful that we have them in our division so that we can play them. Especially from last year, like just coming back to win, it means a lot. And to be here with all these girls, it's just amazing. Like I really couldn't put it into words.
So, girls soccer, that's in the books. Cross-country championship took place this week, and
now we are going to go to state champion.
One of the favorites to make it to the 4A football title game has been getting a boost from their honorary coach. You'll meet him. His story's next.
Let's see this, Mason. Let's see this.
All right, the state cross-country championships held on Wednesday. On the boys' side, American Fork, Springville, Stansbury, Emory, North Summit, and Monticello all taking home team titles.
And for the girls, Pleasant Grove, Skyline, Pineview, San Juan, North Summit, and Milford are celebrating state championships. An inspiring moment, though, during the 6A boys race. Riverton runner Blake Lewis broke his leg just 200 meters short of the finish line. Instead of racing to the finish, his teammate Sean Roush stopped, put Lewis on his back, and carried him across the finish line. By doing so, both runners were disqualified because of a rule that says that runners can't touch each other. But you know what? Nobody cares. No one's going to remember that. They'll remember that moment right there. Amazing teamwork.
That's awesome stuff. All right, no days off for the Skyview Bobcats football team, the top team in 4A, on a bye this past week, but they still had practice.
They had work to do. Brittany Copeland has more on why putting in the extra work may have to do with a new member of the coaching staff.
Undefeated Skyview has already clinched an outright Region 12 title. And according to one of their honorary coaches, the Bobcats are just getting started.
Now we are going to go to state champion.
A bold prediction from the team's secret weapon, 7th grader Dylan Lundahl.
Okay, that was good.
Dylan knows what he's talking about. He led some of these players onto the field when he was 5 years old, and they were in Little League football.
My dad was a coach first, and I started into in football, so I exited the coach. We know the coach very well for a couple of years, and then he said I could start to be the coach. Then my dad retired, and I was still going as a coach. Okay, let's do this.
Dylan's walker is a key piece of equipment to get his job done. He was born with schizencephaly, a rare birth defect that can cause mental and physical impairments.
Part of his brain did not develop, and his optic nerve in his right eye did not develop. So he's blind in his right eye, and he has limited balance. He requires his walker to walk. He has a lot of issues with his muscles and tightness and things like that.
Let's see this, Mason. Let's see this. Heck yeah! Get in line now.
He isn't letting any of that get in the way of his work.
Except I'm the coach. Okay, let's do this. I've seen you do better during games. Woo! Don't run away. Go at him. Go at him.
Dylan's mother, Erica, and Skyview's athletic director got him into the coaching ranks at the high school level. It may be a temporary position for now.
I don't deserve a high five.
Yes, you do.
Thanks.
But it still lets him boss around his big brother, who is also on the team.
It always gives me coaching tips, like when I catch the ball, you need to run faster, and stuff like that.
Don't drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. Hey! You can do that to catch the ball, or you can make it go out of bounds, or just like run out of bounds so you can get extra time. Stop the time. That was better than the first time.
When Dylan isn't busy coaching up the Bobcats on the sidelines during a game, you'll find him on his scooter selling bracelets that he hand makes for $2.
These are a couple different ones I made. These are all kinds of, like a couple different ones, like any color, any kind, and I'll make it. Go, go, go.
Dylan sells out in just a few minutes, so if you want a Skyview themed bracelet for when they kick off the state tournament next week, You better get there early. For Game Night Live, I'm Brittany Copeland.
How cool is that?
When Dylan tells you to do something, you better do it.
Better. Knows what he's talking about.
I know 3 teams in the state, some college football teams that could use some help from him.
We'll be right back. All right, the projector is all loaded up and ready to roll.
Yeah, let's do this. The last highlight reel of the regular season.
Primetime performers from this past week. Baylor Eldridge of San Juan. He threw for 3 touchdowns and also ran for 2 more, helping San Juan beat North Summit 47-14 to advance in the 2A state playoffs.
All right, Alta wide receiver Donovan Spillers. He's greedy. 4 touchdown catches in Alta's 51-38 win over Brighton.
Dana fakes the handoff.
Bryson Barnes of Milford, 4 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing TDs as the Tigers get the 54-18 win over Parowan. Okay, so now everybody's in the playoffs. We get started next week with the 4A, 5A, and 6A schools.
The Game Night Live game of the week is?
We plan on going to Stansbury and Cedar.
Stansbury and Cedar. There's some interesting first-round matchups.
Yeah.
How about Kearns and Pleasant Grove? Pleasant Grove out of a tough region. That could be a tight one.
And I'm interested in, if the favorite teams win, the second-round matchups.
Oh, then it gets
monstrous.
Good. Yeah, they are.
It's going to be fun. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you.